everyone. I am so happy to see you. And surprisingly, we are on day 4 and I am still pushing through. I am so proud of myself. I hope you liked the videos that I put up on my 30-day challenge so far. Today I put up a video on my other channel, The Fictionistas, where I talked about how to write a book. It's a very powerful subject, but I gave a brief overview on how to write a book. And I will actually do a more in-depth video for this channel about how to write a book and how to get published. So look out for that this month as well. But today I promised to talk about my travels. And you know, the more I think about it, this is going to be like, you know, a little series because I cannot talk about it all in one go. I'm going to have to break down each country into a series, so that'll be a lot of fun. Let's actually begin with something that is very helpful to you guys. How do I travel so affordably? You would be surprised. I've been all over the world and I travel so cheap, and I don't even like, I don't even like what's the word? Slum? I don't slum it. I'm really picky about hotels. I would not stay anywhere gross, and I've never stayed in a hostel. But I've managed to get around Asia and Europe and Africa pretty well. So yeah, let's go over a few tips on how to travel affordably. So actually, my first trip to Asia, the plane ticket was super expensive. It was the most I've ever spent at one time. It was over 1,000. I think it was like $1,200, and I basically just saved up for that. So that was before I even knew how to travel and how to get good deals. But what I've learned since then is to sign up for alerts. I sign up for alerts on kayak.com, and they send me kayak.com and TripAdvisor. They send me alerts when flights are affordable and when they go down throughout the year. So that's very helpful. Like right now I have alerts for London, Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, and Italy, and Paris. Yeah, so I have those alerts, and it's very helpful because sometimes, like during the fall, it seems like during the fall the prices go down a lot for Europe. But Kuala Lumpur is still out of my range. It's so expensive. Like, I get the alerts and it's still like almost $2,000. But it's good to have those. Book your flight on a Tuesday. For some reason, Tuesdays are always cheaper than flying out on a Friday. That's really expensive. So try to do your traveling on a Tuesday, which is really fun. Like, I always do like Tuesday through Sunday when I want to go somewhere. I got a really good deal on a flight through, I used Kayak to give me, a bunch of rates from a bunch of different companies like Priceline and Hotwire and cheaptickets.com, Expedia, and so forth. I used Kayak to get the best deal. And when I went to San Diego, I did that, and I got such a good deal. It was only like $200. I had to go through Utah, which was not bad at all. Utah was actually one of the most beautiful places I've ever seen from in the air. Wow. Like, it was amazing. I have pictures, and I'll try to dig them up and show them to you. But the landscape was like a fantasy world. Like, how do you go from desert to like crystalline blue water, like blue-green water out of nowhere, and then you have mountains? It's just beautiful. Like, I've seen Paris from the sky, and that would be the second most beautiful landscape from the sky. But Utah was amazing. So yeah, that was a good deal. If you have a friend that is a pilot or works for an airline, see if you can get a buddy pass. That's how I got to England. One of my friends is a pilot for US Airways, and he got me a really good deal on a buddy pass, and it was great. I did have to you know what? It was a direct flight. I didn't even have a layover. So that was really, really, really good, the more that I think about it. Because I really don't like layovers. They just, sometimes they just, they get in the way of you getting to where you need to be. Because, you know, I'm always so excited to get, you know, land. And when you have to stop for like 3 hours in Chicago or something, it just really does not help with the excitement. So yeah, another thing that I learned when I was in Korea, I met this Chinese girl and she taught me about couch surfing. Couch surfing is amazing. Like with anything, you want to be smart and you want to be wise about your choices. Couch surfing is a project where you get to connect with people from all over the world that will let you stay at their house for free. But like anything, you want to make sure these people have good reviews from people that have stayed with them. You want to make sure they're validated, that their address is what they say it is, who they are, who they say they are, and you want to make sure they're legit. Don't just stay with anyone. So yeah, please make sure, especially if you're a girl traveling on your own. I couch surfed with 2 people in Korea and 2 people in England, and they were amazing. I didn't have any trouble. I actually did 3 people couch for 3 people in England, and they were all great. And I still talk to them. They're awesome. So check out couch surfing. I mean, it's basically saying you're willing to stay on someone's couch for free, but every time I've done it, I've had my own room, bathroom, and it's been great. And these people are so friendly. They just want to share their culture, learn about your culture, and they will show you around. They'll take you out. In Korea, they are so hospitable. The girls that I stayed with took me to their house and cooked for me. They took me to dinner. They took me all around, you know, areas that most tourists don't know about. It was amazing. And that's how pretty much all of the people are that are on couch surfing. They're all around the world, and they all just want to do a culture share. So if you're willing to talk about what it's like to be an American, the people that you'll meet in England and Italy and everywhere are willing to do the same for you. So that's a good way to, you know, take care of your lodging. Yeah, so those are a few tips that will help you get started. You know, the flight is pretty much the most expensive part. So if you know, remember to book in the middle of the week, like Tuesday or Wednesday, you're in good shape. Also, you know, layovers do actually decrease the price. Going direct always costs more. But, so those are my advice about that. Try out couch surfing. There are hostels. I can't really attest to how great they are, but you can look them up online and you can look for reviews. Oh, that's another thing. Always, always, always check reviews when you're staying in a hotel. If you don't want to couch surf with a stranger or, you know, do anything like that, use Priceline. Name your own price. I do that so much. Like, I will check and see how much hotels are going for at that time, and I will lowball it. I will get back on Priceline, name my own price, and lowball it at least 60%, and it always works for me. So try that. Don't give up on the first try. If you have to do it again, you know, change your star rating or the area, or just try again the next day. Hotwire is also good. You don't have to name your own price, but they give you a price of a hotel with the star rating and reviews. So make sure you check out those reviews. You don't want to stay anywhere gross. Like, I really don't. I don't want to stay anywhere, you know, bed bugs or, you know, yucky reviews. So I always check that out. But those 2 sites will really get you a good deal. I stayed in I think I stayed at the Hyatt in San Diego. It was a 4-star hotel, and I paid $60 a night. I stayed in Mexico at the Westin for $60 a night as well. Like, these are my lowball tactics, and it works. So try that out. It'll get you a good deal. So I want to keep this short for you. I do have more tips, and I will share more with you during my 30-day challenge. So look out for that, and I hope that my tips, are a good starting point and helped you out. If you have any great tips or questions for me, please put them in the comments. Share this video with your friends. Everyone loves to travel. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It was so good to see you guys. See you tomorrow. Bye. Guess what? I have a few amazing surprises coming up, so sign up for my newsletter, kanelee.com.